Hello, everyone. How you doing? This is Darrell Spears with EliteConversations.com, and we have another edition of Elite Conversations as we bring on a person that I am very excited about, Miss Michelle Mcilwaine. Today we'll be talking about real estate, but we'll be talking about it in a very unique perspective. And Miss Mcilwaine is the founder of Elite Homes and Estates LLC, and she's been in business a while, but she has a real unique view of real estate, of brokerage, and just how her approach can help you not only think about being a real estate agent, but how you can build a career and have a life that will create an experience and a legacy, not just for yourself, but for your kids. So I really am looking forward to this episode. And we want to welcome right now Miss Michelle Mcilwaine. How are you, Michelle?
Very well. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Good. Thank you so much for participating. We've had an opportunity to talk offline,
Yes.
and we've shared a lot about not just real estate as a whole, but life, you know, and just what we want for ourselves, for our kids, how we want to help the generation in terms of creating wealth and creating a legacy that we can leave and that our kids can carry on. And a lot of that deals with our approach of not only the work life, but building a business or building a career that we can use to pass on. You know, jobs you can't pass on. You leave a job, that's it. You can't pass a job on, but you can create a lifestyle as an entrepreneur through real estate, where you can create something that you can give to your kids and you can pass on. So first and foremost, tell us a little bit about yourself and just how you got started with Elite Homes and Estates.
Sure. Well, I am a mom, an entrepreneur, a wife. And when I started the real estate business over 15 years ago, I started out as an agent, as many people did. I had been a part of the technology boom, and then the boom went bust. The boom went bust. So the job security was no longer there. Yeah. And my husband was already involved in the real estate industry, but when I entered into the industry, I started noticing some similarities of what I had seen in corporate America during the boom and the bust. People had a certain way of thinking about real estate, and I was always looking for that unique difference or that edge, or how we could actually, you know, do things better.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's a great perspective because, you know, sometimes we think about real estate and, you know, there's a certain way of doing things, but it's not just real estate, in every aspect of life. Sometimes we get in that box and feel like we always have to do things the same way to get the same results. But we're living in an age where there's more technology. We're living in an age where there's more resources. So there's so much out there, you know, and we're spending a lot of time spinning our wheels as opposed to focusing. So as real estate agents, what has your experience been in the, let's say, the big box real estate process as opposed to where you see the future going with real estate?
Right. So, Darrell, typically most people are once again trained to take on a career in real estate, not necessarily to start a business of real estate. Our philosophy at Elite is that we want you to be business owners. We don't want you to come out of the corporate or the workplace and trade one cubicle over here for a cubicle over there. We really want our real estate professionals to see real estate as a way of building community, building relationships, and thereby helping people through the process of educating and understanding with real estate. I mean, let's face it, there are websites out there where people can go online, they can find out about houses, and they can find out about restaurants and schools and everything else, and all that's great, and I love technology, but when it comes down to understanding someone's individual needs on how they want to build a legacy using real estate, it's more than just helping them to buy or sell a property. It's understanding their entire perspective and how they view real estate.
Excellent. I like that. And we're in a time right now, too, especially for myself, and we're getting on the other side of our careers, you know, and we're thinking about retirement. We're thinking about some of us going away from the job and starting a new career. How should we start to approach that? We just can't wake up one day and say, oh, I want to go into real estate. What about individuals that have full-time jobs? How do you see that transition taking place if we want to have real estate as a base to build wealth, that's something that we can live on outside of our jobs and careers?
That's an absolutely great question. So for most people, when they think of real estate and it's going to be a side piece or it's going to be, something that they do aside from their 9-to-5 job, most people fail to start to build that business up while they're still at their corporate job. So once again, what we encourage is that they go through the pre-licensing process. We have individual classes that we teach. They're customized classes to help our entrepreneurs. We don't call them just real estate agents, but we really want that mindset to sink in, that you are entrepreneurs who are now creating opportunity in your community. So we actually have them go through a process of learning what's legal, what's right in Maryland, DC, and Virginia. Okay. And after that process, we walk them through how to serve their community, how to build business and build relationships. It's a totally different dynamic than just giving someone a set of instructions on how to market and sell a home. It's more than that. It's really building relationships that will last and create legacy wealth for the real estate professional as well as for those that they serve.
That's great. And like you said, there's a mindset change when you think about entrepreneurship. You really have to think about building a relationship, building that sales funnel based on trust and based on having individuals know that you're going to do your best to make sure that it happens. In terms of the wealth, and I've learned from you that real estate, I'm just thinking that as a real estate agent, you sell homes, you show homes. I mean, just hearing from you, there's so many different other opportunities as a real estate agent. Share with some of the listeners just some of the different aspects of real estate that could be attractive to them as a part-time or full-time agent.
Absolutely. So when you say there are just different dynamics, most people think of real estate agents as those people who open up the door to the house and help you buy and sell a property. And that is one aspect of real estate. But you remember during the housing crisis when houses were going through the foreclosure process and you saw these vacant properties, well, there were real estate agents involved in helping to keep the banks informed on what was happening with the properties. These were real estate agents that weren't necessarily showing properties, but they were asset managers or assisting asset managers in managing property. So property management in a non-traditional fashion, we have a mutual friend who is a very unconventional real estate person who is making lots of money and as well as supporting the community in the virtual office spectrum. That also is another way that real estate is happening in our community. So I'm wanting people to open up their mindset and think beyond just the one-dimensional and start to think outside of the box on how we use real estate every day. From your Airbnbs, don't just go to Airbnb, figure out how to own it. So this is when we talk about leaving a legacy. So kind of gone are the days where you took your house, because you just said you're looking to leave the area. So when you get ready to leave the area, your daughter may be in a different state. She may be of a different state of mind. So leaving that property may not be the legacy, but teaching her how to use that real estate as an asset so that she can buy something that will be generations and long lasting, and having a plan for that. So we sit down as your strategic partner, and as you mentioned, so when we're talking to you, we're not just saying, hey, Mr. Spears, are you ready to sell your home? We're looking at that your strategy over the next few years will be building in equity, or how do you keep the house here as a rental property and buy the house, when you move back to your hometown. Those kind of things, those are the strategies that we put together. We don't just look at buying and selling in today's time, but we look at how do we build a lasting legacy for you and your family. We do real estate for your real life.
That's excellent, and you guys are getting some great information. Today we are talking to Ms. Michelle Mcilwaine, who is the broker owner of Elite Homes and Estates, LLC. And as you can see, she has a very unique perspective on real estate and really helping individuals that want to be in that field rethink how they want to approach real estate. Don't just look at it as an opportunity to make a little extra income, but really thinking about, hey, how can I make this a lasting investment and be a lifelong value that we can pass along to our kids and establish real estate, establish income that will last a while. We're going to close out soon, but Michelle, one of the things I always think about, with business owners and entrepreneurs is just giving listeners a real perspective on what it takes to get there. It always sounds good, you know, we're gonna make a lot of money, I'm gonna get in real estate, and I'm gonna do, but what are some of the disciplines that are needed to be an effective real estate agent, and how do you take an approach in terms of helping individuals to develop that discipline to be successful?
Well, first of all, one of the people group that you mentioned are people that we call dual career real estate specialists. And those are people who are still inside of their corporate job, and they know that they have an interest in real estate. They really have either had a good experience in real estate or a bad experience in buying or selling or something like that. And they know that real estate is something that they want to do, or they've decided that investing or being a quote unquote investor in real estate is something that they want to do. What I would encourage them to do is to do their continued education, and beyond the educational process that is, you know, required and mandated by the state, is to not just wait until they leave the workplace, but start to build a business, start to lay down the foundations, and it's what we specialize in doing. We sit down and we create a strategy for these dual career specialists. We don't just call them part-time agents, because anyone that has the heart and the fortitude to work a 9-to-5 job and then still spend their weekends and their evenings serving others, I don't call that a part-time thing at all. So we help them to put together systems. We use information technology. We team together and partner together to build a business, not just a real estate job, but an actual business.
That's excellent. And that's what it's all about, building a business, building an opportunity. Because, again, a job is limited. There's only so much you're going to be able to do, so much money you're going to be able to make. And to be able to build a business and to be an example for our kids and others to say, hey, you know, if I can do this, you can do this. It's not something that is beyond what we can achieve. So I like that. I like having the option of having unlimited ability to expand my life, my wealth, and my lifestyle. You know, in today's times, you know, lifestyle is important. I'll give up some money to have a good quality lifestyle. So we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being with us. Again, you guys, definitely check out Miss Michelle Mcilwaine. Definitely go to her website at Elite Homes in the States. Michelle, could you share your website and share with the individuals just how they can get in touch with you, how they can learn more about your organization, and how they can be a part of starting a business through Elite Homes in the States?
Sure, absolutely. For those individuals who are looking at starting a business in real estate, it's Join Elite Home Life. For those individuals who just want to have a conversation with us regarding their real estate needs, it's EliteHomeLife.com. So we welcome the opportunity to meet with you, and it's always a free consultation. So we love sitting down and putting together strategies and exciting people about the possibilities in real estate. It's one of the greatest ways to add wealth to your portfolio, whether you are seeking a career or whether you are someone who wants to become powerful and move real estate throughout the industry.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you again for checking us out at EliteConversations.com. Definitely come back and see us soon. As you see, we have some great and outstanding experts and entrepreneurs that we bring on with us. So thank you so much, Michelle. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.